Okay, so when you are presented with your closing costs when getting a mortgage, they're going to present it to you on a loan estimate initially and then on a closing disclosure later. What we find in our industry is that every lender might present their fees and closing costs in a different way. One lender might have an origination fee as a percentage of the loan amount. Another lender might not have any origination fee, but they'll charge discount points for the rates. Some will have underwriting fees, some will have admin fees. You know, of course, you've got your third-party fees like appraisal and credit reports and that type of thing, but it can get really overwhelming when looking at these cost breakdowns to see, man, if I'm trying to shop around and compare from lender to lender, I really have no idea who's offering me the better deal. Someone might be presenting me with a lower rate, but their costs are higher. Why is that? Well, it's because lower rates usually cost more. And lenders can charge you those fees in the form of an origination fee or in discount points. And again, these are all just percentages of your loan amount. So if you really want to compare side by side and find out who is offering you the better deal, you have to look at what's called the annual percentage rate. This is an APR. Okay, you're going to look at the document and you're going to see, let's say, a 7% interest rate. That's going to be my rate. But then over here it says your APR is 7.75. Well, I thought my rate was 7%. Well, the APR is essentially a calculation that they use, and they take your interest rate plus the costs associated with getting your loan as a percentage of your loan amount. They add those two together and say, this is what this money is really going to cost you in the first year that you have this mortgage. Okay? But really, the only way to know which lender is better is to have each lender that you're shopping with give you the same interest rate. So if for a basis you want to use 7% as your basis, go to lender A, B, and C and say, hey, I need you to send me a loan estimate or a closing cost breakdown for 7%. And when you get those three closing costs breakdown, you're going to be able to see what the APR is for each one, because they're all going to be presented differently, I can promise you. But if you can just look at the APR, that will tell you which one is lower for that specific rate on that day. And then you can consult with that loan originator, like me, and determine which interest rate is really best for my long-term financial goals. Is it the 7% on this quote, or maybe we want to buy down a little bit more, or maybe we don't want to pay points or origination fees and we go a little bit higher in our interest rate. But I hope that makes sense in how you can really determine who's offering the better deal.